We live.
Hello, everyone. We are back. We are live, and you know what that is. Today must be Tuesday, so you know that means you get to chill with your favorite uncle and your favorite cousin, America's finest, Jody and Telly. Take it
Man.
away.
Hey, what's up, my people? It is your boy. It's your boy today, City Boy Jody, and I got Uncle Push, aka Brother Jackson, and because we about to preach today. Because if you, unless you've been living under a rock for the last 48 hours, you know about the slap. So we definitely, and I mean definitely, gonna talk about the slap, and we're gonna talk about the new Fresh Prince, and we're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're gonna let some other people slide in right quick, but we're gonna get into it on this beautiful Tuesday. But man, tell me, man, how was your day today, my brother?
Well, my day was a decent day. I had to go to court for my youngest, but
Was it the child
other
support
than
hearing?
that, the day was smooth.
Was it?
Yeah. Nonsense, man. Nonsense.
But what's she trying to get? Was she trying to get like 25,000 about you a month?
Brother, she act like I'm on the Mediterranean in a yacht or something. Like, brother, ain't no money. I told her and her punk ass attorney, you ain't getting nothing. Like, you turned it down. Shit.
Not her punk ass attorney. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh, he don't like me.
I would imagine so, Telly. I can see how that's not. I can see how that's not hard to not do, Telly. You seem like a listen. If you anything like your mother in them comments, I can understand why the lawyer probably don't like you because y'all seem to speak y'all minds. But you know what I'm saying? My day was cool. It
I
was a
do.
regular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that man actually read an email. That
Oh,
man read
you
an email to the judge trying to tell on me, like, I sent him, I told him, look here, Chief, I'm tired of your bullshit. I told you, she ain't getting no child support, so get the fuck out my face and go about your business.
what
I don't
exactly
think he
does she
liked
want
that too
child support
much.
for? Don't you take care of all your kids? From what we see.
Exactly. That's the point. I'm like, I offered it to her twice and she turned it down twice. So I'm looking like, what the hell? Oh, damn. Is that EJ?
That's Cuzzo.
My brother EJ. It's been a long
Oh,
time.
he getting real. Is that my sister from another Vista? Oh,
What?
Bree! That's my sister from another Mister right there. That's my dog.
Y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We out here
Oh,
cool with each
good.
other. Man, well, my Tuesday was pretty straight, man. And nothing too hectic. I was at work today, and some dumbass lady bruh. She did the ultimate, bruh. She locked her kid in the car, bruh. I get there, bruh.
Ooh.
Paramedics pull up. Bruh, I pull up. Paramedics pull up. But she parked the truck up under the shade, and so when I got the lady was just standing there, and she was like, signaling the baby, whatever, and she was waiting for the husband to get there to unlock the car door. Cause I was just like, boy, cause that one paramedic, he was itchy though, bruh. He was sitting there with his little thing, and old boy said,
Yeah,
"Hey,
he's gonna
look,
pop that.
hey, old boy said, look here, hey, hubby got like 5 minutes, or we popping his back window, bruh." He was ready. But hubby got there, unlocked the door, everything was okay. The kid was okay, thank God. That was the only thing I was really concerned about. So the baby was okay. And yeah, but I was like, that was a little crazy today. Legit got locked in the car. And I'm just like, but how the fuck you forget your kid in the car? You know? Like you can forget a lot of things in the car.
I'm trying to figure that out
Not your
myself.
kid.
So
Anything but your kid.
right, I forget a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna forget the kids of the dog. Goddamn. Man, I ain't gonna forget them two. But yeah, y'all know we
I
come here to
forget my
talk.
phone in the car. I
Yeah,
don't
y'all
know
might
how you forget a kid.
forget my wallet or something. I ain't forgetting no kid.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
What's up, EJ?
He
Long
knows that
time,
after
man.
that quiet storm voice. He
Hey, man,
back.
shut your man. Shut your mouth, man. come on now. Leave me alone about that.
Bree, how was work today, sweetie?
Long. I'm still not home yet.
That's all right. Hey, when Bree hit me up,
So long.
right? She hit me up like Monday morning and was like, "I know you finna talk about that slap." I said, "You know damn well we is. You know we is." She was like, "I'm there." And I said, "I know it." And EJ hit me
Like
up.
to say,
Hey, EJ hit me up early this morning too. EJ say, "I ain't got nothing to say. You know I'm gonna be on tonight." I said, "I know it. I know it, cause boy, you know me. You know we don't fuck with Jade over here. Not one bit. Not one bit."
wait,
And so
you don't fuck with my girl Jada?
I got a whole big. I got fucking
my God.
to pick about Jada.
Oh my God. Oh
Okay,
my
so
God.
first of all, how's the baby? How's nephew?
He good.
No.
He downstairs
For me?
crying out
Oh.
now.
That's
He
what's up.
down,
That's what's
yeah,
up.
he downstairs showing his ass.
He downstairs showing his ass.
Mm-hmm.
He get that from his
Well, you
daddy.
know, he your kid, so
Yeah, I don't be worried about it. Whatever.
Anything. It sounds like he like his daddy to me.
Yep.
for real,
Certified
for
shit
real.
starter.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's
Hey,
what's up.
Amanda.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
So let's hop into well, before we do all that, right? If you're watching, please go to the page, like, share, subscribe. And if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. Me and Telly did our first episode of the End Game Sports Show. We had some dope guests on there with us. We had our boy KB from ATL, and we had our boy Mr. Benji Banks from Cali. And he sent me the confirmation. He will be sending us our wine. So give us about a week, and me and your favorite uncle will be doing a straight up wine review from our boy Mr. Benji Banks with the good wine. So we're gonna be doing wine reviews after that, because you know we expanding like that. Hey, we might even have us a sponsor on, because we both picked the same
Oh,
wine.
that's good.
Hey, we both picked the same wine. So if you looking
Oh,
for,
did we?
yeah, we picked the sweet Moscato. Yeah, so if you looking for a good
Yeah.
I knew
wine,
y'all was gonna like that mosquito. Yeah, go ahead and drink that mosquito.
we're gonna slide on the sweet Moscato. We're gonna slide on the Moscato.
Mhm.
We want to give it a try. But bro, yeah, today gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? We only got a few subjects because we got some stuff, and we also gonna talk about the new Fresh Prince. So if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, right? But we're gonna talk about it because some people got some bad things to say about it. Some people got some good things to say about it. But today we're gonna talk about the new Fresh Prince. But before we get into our fan question, we will holler at y'all right after this intro.
But it's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Real Talk Tuesday with America's favorite uncle and cousin.
Listen,
That's what they want.
listen.
Man.
I'm a man of honor. I got to see it through, bro.
This what they want from the jump. Young niggas throw weight on the pump.
I don't give a
Slide in
damn.
my nigga crib
I done went to
and
people's
get it.
houses on the first night and met them for the first time. Let me use your bathroom and take a damn shit. I don't care.
I'm gonna back you up on 99.99%. Say you right. I ain't hanging out with no ugly ones, bro.
Let me check.
New ways
Like I told you, man, there's levels to this.
Oh, you talking about that girl? Man, fuck
Yeah, that
bitch,
girl.
bruh. Man, fuck that bitch, bruh.
Still grinding, fuck your bitches and your diamonds, boy. We know that you forgot about the hood, dog.
That's it.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Man, every time I can't. I love that shit, man. Every time I look at that intro, bro, all I can think about is Telly saying, "You damn right." I went to her house and I took a shit on the first date, and Cuzzo being like, "You talking about that bitch?" Man, gets me every time, bro. It make me smile. I swear. CEO, well, you did a banging job on that intro, bro. The intro made me smile every time, bro. So listen, that's my drink.
I'm sorry, I had to peek one thing. You getting that Chick-fil-A sauce, right?
Barbecue.
I like how the way everybody face kind of.
I need something to eat. I ain't even ate today yet, y'all. So
We ain't mad at you. Hey, you
We
can tell
ain't
a lot
mad at
about
you. Hey,
yourself.
look, I got the Outback going right here, right now.
I had Outback last night.
I just ate. I had some baked ziti with some garlic bread and some green beans. So I just slapped down some good food. So
I wanted a salad, but ain't nothing open, y'all. Shit is crazy.
it's wild out here in these streets. So
Man, what?
we're gonna hop into our fan question tonight, so we can start getting into
I know all
the
of them was Will and Jada. I know all.
not all of them. Just one, and then the other one's about the new Fresh Prince. The
Oh, well, what happened now?
government stay trying to shut our boy down. So somebody hit me with this question, and it was a really good question. I ain't never been through this situation before, but somebody sent me a question, and it stated, would you tell your best friend if their partner came on to you?
Hey.
So I want to start off by saying this. If you know me, right, I feel like you would already know that I'm gonna snitch on your ass the moment I think you coming on to me. So that wouldn't even be a question for me. I would be wondering why the partner even looked my way, knowing how I'm rocking behind my people. I'm like, hey, bro, your bitch looked at me with some funny looking eyes. I don't know what that shit meant, but she looked at a nigga. So if you came on to me, like if you honestly tried to throw me some cat and you rocking with my boy, I'm telling. I'm telling. And I'm insulted that you tried to throw me something, knowing I'm a tell. I'm trying to figure out what was the avenue that you was trying to push, little mama. Like, cause you knew I was finna snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew I might chop in your throat just cause you tried me. So now I go back and tell my boy, you know what I'm saying? Jody chopped me in the throat. Well, why that nigga chop you in the throat? Because you tried my boy. Right? So I'm just like, I don't even know why you would try me per se, because it's like, you know I'm gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, listen, I don't know, Shawty, I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know what you thought you was gonna accomplish here, but you know I'm finna tell. I'm talking about you know I'm finna tell. Unless you get me a PS5, then I might keep it quiet. But then I'm gonna pawn the PS5 and get half that money to my homeboy and still telling your ass. Boom, there it is right there. See, because the city boy, because or you know what I'm saying? If he say the word, I might just go ahead and get his Will Smith special. Because disrespectful. Because it is what you shouldn't have been disrespectful. You shouldn't have tried my boy. Because on Fix Your
What's up?
I say, so what's up, man? You snitching if a chick come on to you?
Me? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know, because I'm gonna just sit there and like I got a problem with being in amazement. Like, she really that bold to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just be sitting there like, y'all gonna come and ask me what's wrong, and I'm gonna be like, but like I'm gonna be like, this ain't coordinated. Like, then I gotta leave. Like, you just gonna know something wrong with me. How the way my whole body reaction changed, because I'm like, look, I don't know what you got going on, because I don't watch the ones where, you know, somebody will say something with being like a loyal friend to the other friend, but then it backfired on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you trying to come on to my bitch, like da 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 da, this and that and the third. So it's like, me, I just like isolate myself. I like just get away from everybody. So nobody can't get in contact with me. What's up with you? Like, I may say it a little bit later, but right then and now, I'm just gonna probably just like remove myself from everybody, because I don't feel like being in that shit. Because you don't know how the way the man gonna react from that situation, compared to you don't know how the way the girl's gonna make it sound like you were the one coming on to her now. Because you know, we always forget society sides with the woman a lot.
We sneaky.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? All they got to do is take her. Like, okay, we chilling at the house, cuzzo. She go on my car. She toss a pair of her panties in the backseat of my car. I don't know. Right? Let's just say my doors or something unlocked. You don't know. She grabbed my keys, saw I'm on the counter, grabbed them while I wasn't looking. Now we got a whole situation because it's like, yeah, me and him was that. Look, go look in the car. Nah, bro. Like, nah. I just once that shit happened, I'm gonna be in that pause moment. Like, what the fuck? I'm gone. I'm just gonna up and leave. I ain't gonna say shit to nobody.
I would have to be in a place of like, what's the motive? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
what's the motive behind what you do?
And why you chose me out of all people? You know.
Yeah, because like I said, if I feel like this, if you do some shit like that, then you obviously don't know me and how I got my people's back. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. I got your back through thick and thin. I got your back. So like, if you know how I'm rolling with my people, you would never in your life approach me about some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And for what you saying, Cuzzo, if it's gonna be beef with me and my homie, if I do tell him this shit, then maybe I need to reevaluate that whole entire friendship, because it's like, my nigga, why would I come to you and tell you some shit like that? Like, bruh, I don't care how fine she is, I don't want your chick, so I'm not gonna come up here and tell no falsified shit and try to break up your relationship. So if you got beef with me after telling you your chick came on to me, then I need to reevaluate that friendship. That's
but see, it's just the thing is you don't know how the way that person is going to react. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because you can go with all the intentions like, hey, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna get it on out the way. They finna know right now. A lot of people live in a denial relationship anyways. So they don't never believe that their partner will go do something like that or something, you know, even though they know that they'll go do that. So it's a lot of curves and avenues with that one. So I kind of like just, yeah, like I say, I just get up. Can't nobody get mad. Can't nobody say I said anything. This and that. Then when I just stop chilling around that homeboy, he gonna be like, bro, why you stop coming around me? Like, all right, now I'm finna tell you the reason why I stopped coming around you. Because I'm gonna make you realize why I stopped. Because I don't want no situation. I do not feel like getting killed over none of y'all cooches. None of y'all cooches is worth dying for out here.
No, sir.
All right? Ain't none of you worth it. I'm not getting shot. I'm not getting the fight, getting jumped. None of that. None of your cooches is worth it.
Ain't catching us slipping. DH, my brother, welcome back.
Yo, what's good?
What's going on? So, man, you proposed the question, and we got our answers.
So when I thought about the question, when I was sending it to you, it's so many avenues, bro. Like, it's so many different ways that the question could be viewed. Simply because it's like you would think, well, one, that, I mean, first of all, you would hope that you would never be put in that type of situation. But if you were, it's like, do you tell your homie, your best friend for a female or whatever, how you word it, but do you tell your friend? It can be tough, like I said, because one, you're gonna automatically think about how your friend will take what you're telling them. I know you would say, well, dang, you should know me well enough to know that I wouldn't lie, or that I wouldn't just be making this up, or whatever the case is. But at the same time, you do have people in this world that actually do shit like that. May not necessarily want the person that they're with. Some people are just jealous that their friends are happy, and may just want to not see them in a successful relationship. May want to do anything to break their relationship up, so you can easily like lie. But if it does nothing else, no matter how trustworthy you or your friend's relationship is, if anybody's friend, it could be their partner since y'all been in kindergarten. If anybody friend, male or female, come to them and say your dude, or whatever, for a female, or your lady for a guy, like your significant other tried to come at me, make a pass at me, that shit gonna put some type of it's gonna at least put that person in a thought process, no matter how much they trust either one of them. Because at the same time, like, what if you got that? What if you got that significant other that you feel the same way about that you feel about your friend? Like, this person would never do me like that. It's like you're gonna have to believe somebody, or you know what I mean? Like, it's that situation. It's that situation that you got to believe somebody. Like, you're dealing with the thing of these are two trustworthy as people as you view it, because obviously you kind of like trust the person that you're dating, you know. So it's like, who the hell do you end up trusting more, basically, in the situation? So it can be a messed up situation. One thing for sure in every situation, that somebody is telling the truth and somebody's lying, but it's just like, you as a person, what do you do? Do you tell your homeboy, your homegirl, or do you like keep it in? Like, I don't think it is just, for myself, it wouldn't be an easy situation. Personally, I was kind of in that situation before, but it just wasn't a direct. It was kind of like in that gray area where, you know, somebody like trying to so-called throw it your way, but it's not super direct. So like, I just never said shit about it. But it's just a tough situation, personally speaking. I think it would be a tough situation to be in.
I mean, I feel that, and to kind of piggyback on what you said, you're right, because it's at a certain point. If like my homeboy was like, "Oh, your girl tried to come on to me," I tell you, like, cool, we finna have us a little family meeting then, because everybody finna sit here and we finna get this shit straight and slapped out right here, right now. Somebody, like, we need somebody clean. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I don't know, I just feel like that's just a lot, and I feel what you're saying. Miss Yvonne, how you doing today? Welcome to Tuesday.
Hello, Jody, my prime time partner in crime. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? I'm loving the baby. The baby's sitting there saying, "Nope."
Yeah, no, yeah. This has been an image of mine. So
Look, now,
yeah,
Miss Yvonne, I don't know if you caught the question, but we got our fan question of the night. Yeah. So if your friend's partner came on to you, would you how would you handle that situation? Would you tell your girl, like, your man trying me?
I would handle that with her man so fiercely that the next time he saw me, he would turn for fear that his eyeballs would melt and drop out his head.
Damn.
I would definitely go in with, first of all, you know, that's my friend. Second of all, now we know you're not worth being with her because you felt the need to let me know who you were. You know, you didn't even keep that a secret, and that's my girl. You know, because you got some dogmatic behavior going on right here. You know, so now that I've said that, let me bring you together. Your mama raised you better than this, okay? And right now, you're not a testament to her good home training. You should be ashamed of yourself. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to break my friend's heart because she thinks she walk on water. And we really now know that your stuff does stink. But I'm going to give you exactly 20 days to break it off with her. If in those 20 days you don't break up, trust me, when I finish with her, she's going to break you off in little pieces, put you in a plastic bag, and mail you to different places in the universe. Yeah, I'm that shit. I come with the fire. Click, click, pow. Yes.
Damn.
And I just came out of prayer.
Well, we gonna have to pray for Buddy. Well, you heard it right there. You heard what she said. Don't do it because I'm gonna break you down. Yeah.
I think that's nasty. I think that's really, really nasty. And I wouldn't hurt my friend, but I definitely would handle it with him because she didn't come to me. He did.
Dang. So what you saying is you go ahead and put him in the body bag. This started here.
I give him 20 days to do what he needs to do, and that is to break off this relationship. Because if he stepped to me, he'd step to other people. You know, he's not a
True.
solid dude. So you're not for my friend. And the two friends that are the closest to me, trust me, that's the light part of what would happen to him. Because my girl Tracy, she just running up to him with a fork and sticking him in the mouth with it. I'm serious. So,
That one.
yeah.
Like, how this sound so politely violent?
Because she said she just
Yeah.
came. She said she just came from prayer. That's what
Yeah,
it
I
was.
did.
It's not-
Oh,
I did.
She kept it real, but she kept it gangster.
Yeah, but you got to realize I'm a woman of a certain age, and so are my friends. So we're from the old school. See, we're not like the millennials. Like, yeah, I'm a side chick. No, you're not putting me there. We're not of the age of, well, a man's gonna be a man, so just let a man do what a man gonna do. Those are the older sisters. We're not there either. We're the bunch that's like, listen, I'm coming to you, a real woman, and I want you to be a real man. And if by chance your time with me is over, that's okay. Let me know. But don't let me find out in the streets, because at that point, that's when I get violent, because you've hurt my feelings.
Well, there we said it. Don't play with her. She ain't the one to play with. Bree, we can't see you, but we can hear you, girl. What you got?
So most definitely would tell I'm a snitch. So, and I come with receipts. So especially you all in my DM, get your man. Cause I don't need no type of friendship, especially if it's a close friend or whatever. But first of all, like with my friends, we established that like you're not even finna feel like you could come to me or come on to me like that, because I established that. And then on top of that, I'm a married woman, so you're not finna disrespect me. You're not finna disrespect my husband. You damn sure ain't finna disrespect my friend, my best friend at that. So I'm coming out with receipts, and I don't want to say like coming off like like ooh, but let it be known, because it come to you wholeheartedly, humble. Like, look here, this is what's going on. I ain't finna hide nothing from you, because there's no point in hiding. Like I said, if this shit come out in the streets, then what? Then you gotta face the consequence that come with it. So most definitely, and put them on blast. Like, let it be known. You're not gonna do that. I'm from the South. We don't do that shit. Fuck that.
We won't do that. That's on.
Hey, can somebody give me an example for the men's side? Like, hey, this funky ass bitch trying to holler at me. Like, how am I supposed to do that? Like, I need a little tutorial, a little walk, because me, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm just not gonna talk to nobody.
I mean, you just kind of like, Shorty, what you trying to do here? Like, what's good? Like, Shorty, what's up? Because is this what you? It's like, I be like, is this what you really?
Like, am I supposed to blow a whistle? Am I supposed to yell real loud? Like,
yeah, I'm blowing a whistle. Stranger.
Yeah, relax.
I'm supposed to yell stranger danger. I'm gonna be like stranger danger.
Yeah.
I like the guy that's on I think it is TikTok, where the girl comes up and she's like, oh hey, you're cute. He said, thank you. Can I get your number? And he turned, he said, listen, my girl just got out of jail for killing the last woman that asked me for my number. I don't want that to happen to you. Okay. I was like, yeah, that's my man right there. That's my man. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. But if she slip in your DM and like I slip in your DM and you're like, nah, sis, I would say tell her. I would say come right out, and same like I said for the guy, that's some nasty mess you pulling. I'm gonna give you a chance to clean that up, and you better end that relationship. You got 20 days, because after that, I am singing on you. I'm giving you a chance to do what you're supposed to do. But after that, make people responsible. We don't make people responsible for their actions.
True.
Is there a worry though? Is there a worry that, like, cause like I said, when I presented the question, it was kind of like, do you tell that person or do you not? So now I think it's dope. Like, you give a person that amount of time to like let them know, and let their partner know, which would be your friend know. But let's just say let's just say that person does not, right? And then that time limit has expired, and then now you're bringing this to the front. Like, is there a worry that is, well, dang, why you just now telling me? You know what I mean? Like,
Right. And I get it. And
like that's the thing.
I would explain to my friend, listen, the reason why I'm just now telling you is because I handled it. And I gave him time to make it right with you, because that is to be brought to you from him. You guys are in a relationship. Your relationship with me is totally different. I had to make him responsible for his actions. Now that he hasn't been responsible, I'm telling you what happened. I wanted to make him responsible.
Accountability.
That's right.
I
That's
love
right.
it.
Carolyn says, all that sounds nice. My friend used to follow me around their house when she went to the restroom, and he would pull out his private parts. And that's when you get some hot grease, girl, and you throw it on there.
Oh Lord, grit ball. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Jesus.
No, I'm only I'm laughing. I'm laughing. That's when, Carolyn, that's when you tell your friend, hey, you need to come out the bathroom because old boy has his parts out showing them. Now that's when that's when I say holler right there. But I think that people need to be made accountable for their actions. Yeah, Christopher, it does sound salty. I told you in the beginning, I'm that chick.
Yeah, she said, don't play with her feelings. Erica Badu even said that one time. She said, I don't play about my shit. I'm sensitive.
So listen,
all right, so
accountability.
What you got? What you got to say? I know you got a story.
Always. I mean, there was this one time. I was in a situation where I knew some information about somebody girl, how she was out here, doing things with an ex, secretly contacting. And, I didn't know how deep the rabbit hole went until I dug a little deeper, that she was getting this dude jobs where she worked at. Like, where she actually worked at. This is her ex. Getting him jobs where she worked at, and she was with my man. So I had to break the news to him. That's never an easy thing to do, because you never know how to approach it. We are, he was my brother, so I had to tell him, because I'm not going to let him go out like that. She for the streets. I don't know. This is what was told to me. I mean, you can look into it. I've never witnessed anything, because I didn't even know what the dude looked like. But looked into it. All the stuff was true. And it made me feel bad that I had to break some news like that to somebody close to me. But I think it is your responsibility and duty. If you say you love that person and that person is your friend, then you got to do the tough thing. You got to make them aware. Your significant others out here, they doing X, Y, and Z. Now, I never come off of hearsay. Somebody came on to me and it was my boy's girl. Oh, you trust me? I got the proof. First time she do it, I'm going to chuckle it off, because I know she going to come back. But the next time she come back, I'm prepared. I got the nanny cam set up. You think that's a teddy bear over there? No, they got 2 eyeballs with cameras. I got the microphone set everywhere. I'm going to make sure this person know I'm not lying. This is what your person is doing. And then after that, we're going to devise a plan. We might run a train on. We might take, you want to be for the streets? We're going to let you go to the streets then. We're going to treat you like you from the streets. We're getting revenge. You're not going to play with none of mine. Then you come to me like I'm some punk ass, sucker. Like, I would do that to somebody close to me. You don't know my code, baby. Like I said, everybody that dates my brothers, my close friends, all you are now, you no longer a chick in my eyes. You just a dude with breasts. Really cool dude with breasts. That's it. I don't see you as an option. So don't even try to get
Oh,
me like that.
Listen,
oh
I wish
Lord.
I wish everybody thought like that. And like I said before, that's how I'm rocking with it. That's how I'm rolling with it. If you rocking with anybody that I'm cool with, you are no longer any type of option in my life. You just my homeboy girl, man. Just my homeboy girl. So we got our fan question out the way. So now it's time to talk about what we all been wanting to talk about for the last day now. Like I said, I've had people hit me up. We are going to talk about the slap.
Can I do it again?
Go ahead, do it again. Talking about the slap.
I'm with the conspiracy theorists. He had on the face mask.
Ah,
I'm with the conspiracy theorists. Chris Rock had on the face mask.
Yeah, so that first question of the night is we're gonna talk about the slap.
mm,
Just go around the room real quick. Do you think it was real or was it staged? So, Miss Yvonne, do you think it was real or was it staged?
I think it was real because I think it is in 2016. Chris came for Jada then, and he back again, publicly
No.
coming for her. So Will was like, that's why he was so emphatic about keep her name out your mouth, because this wasn't the first time. See, people don't realize he's come for Jada before. He's gone, and Will ate that. Will ate that, and yeah. And the reason why I think that slap was real because is what it looked like in slow motion. Yeah, and I think it took everything inside of him to stand up because Chris knew he couldn't fall. But I say real. I definitely say everybody else says it was. I say real, real.
Okay. Miss Bree, what about you? You think it was real or was it fake? Did she disappear? She Oh, she hopped off.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
Is that right there? She
My
right
bad, my
there.
AirPod fell.
my bad, my bad. So what's up? Do you think the slap was real or was it fake?
Most definitely real and well deserved, if might I, add.
Oh,
Like you said, it
Hold on, what you
was
say?
set. It was set. He literally talked about it in 2016. Did the same exact thing.
thank
You
you.
you can't just sit there and expect to just make jokes about out of everybody in the room. You gonna pick on Jada
He picked on
out of everybody.
everybody. He picks on
No.
everybody.
But he doesn't pick on them twice.
Now
At an
I watched
award.
this. I watched this.
Yeah, I'm in
Watching
the
last
sensitive
night about it,
generation. I'm sorry.
and they said that apparently, allegedly,
Mhm.
Jada and Chris allegedly had something going on a while back.
Mhm.
Allegedly,
I'm gonna say this, right?
and it was built up.
I'm gonna leave it at the allegedly part because Chris Rock got a thing for them light skinned chicks. So all his
So
ex wives and ex girlfriends seem to be on the lighter side. So Chris got a thing for the bright light. So I'm not gonna say that's totally false.
Mhm. It
and if you're
comes.
gonna make a joke, make it
Mhm.
funny. Like, come on now. Like, if you're gonna, as a comedian, I'm not a comedian, but I consider myself as a comedian. If you're gonna make a joke, make sure it hits and make sure that it's tasteful. And that the fact is, you're not really like, if you're gonna comfort somebody, you gotta come correct. You can't comfort somebody and then expect them, and then you see it all on her face, like this nigga really just. But I think
Well,
it was well deserved because Chris Rock, like, he not even all that funny. That's all I'm saying.
I did comedy for 5 years, stand up. There's a couple of rules of the house. And I mean, I'm not Chris Rock level, but the thing is, when we're all together, uh, we say somebody's gonna die tonight. I just hope it's not me, which means that somebody's not gonna be funny. So somebody's gonna die tonight. I just hope it's not me. And the second thing is know your room. You got to know your room. And they said, oh, Chris didn't know about her alopecia. You must live underneath a rock that you didn't know this woman had alopecia.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. And he did know about alopecia. Let's put it that way. So why are you coming for her again at an award ceremony in front of everybody again?
Because he
Okay.
talks
And
about
then
everybody.
when your butt gets slapped, you say, oh, I can, and then he stops. You can't do nothing.
And then,
Because you shouldn't have
if
said
y'all
anything.
notice,
And I don't like the fact of, oh well, he really handled it well. If he said anything else, he was getting a butt whipping.
sure.
Because I was like,
um,
oh, I would have gut punched him. But then men were telling me, a man slapping another man is the highest level of disrespect. I didn't know that. I was like, oh my
Mhm.
God. All right.
Yeah,
Um,
I'd rather you punch me in the face than slap me, bro.
yeah, see, I didn't know that. So my
It's
thing
a
is,
thing.
and
it's a big thing.
yeah,
They go all back to slavery.
he had no business coming for her. And you did a 2-hour documentary on Black women and their hair and how they feel about it. And so you talk about a Black woman who has no hair, and you don't know the reason why. No, you got over the last time and it was funny. So you look through the crowd to see where you could get the joke, because at the time he told the joke, he was dying. Ask any comedian. He was spiraling downward. Let me go over here. Spiraling downward. His jokes wasn't flying to the ceiling. People were sitting there like,
They're uncomfortable laugh.
so then he went for the kill, and he remembered that he got a good response last time off of Jada. That's the way I see it. I see it.
The little
Mhm.
chin going to the side.
Well, I know none of y'all go to the Ritz or anything like that. I'm gonna just say that like that. I don't.
But I'm all for a hardcore joke. Like,
But so y'all
roast
didn't
it
watch a
and
roast
just,
before?
Oh,
of
I've been
course.
roasted before.
I mean,
Okay.
but you've never
Steady.
watched like the Comedy Central roast, because
Right.
No,
some of
most
them
definitely
jokes,
Def Jam,
some
like
of them,
for real
some
though.
of them jokes.
But
Because when
Yes.
that dude, what's the Jewish dude, the fat Jewish dude that's always on the roast, and when he hit Ludacris was like, when he said something about Snoop Dogg smashed so many hoes, his dick probably harder than Paul Walker in the car. I was like, nigga. I was like,
but it'd be
oh.
different if he came for Will. Why couldn't he just come for Will? And then on top of that, when Will was walking up, he was like, King Richard. Like,
He knew something was coming. He didn't know how to stop it.
exactly. He couldn't even call the nigga by his real name.
Right. You know
Like, as he was walking up.
what he could have said was, well, I know what you're thinking. We need not to do this right now. He could have said that because he
I
knew
don't care
was
what none of
coming
y'all
for
say.
him.
I would have said, "Hey, we could take. I'll talk to this man when I get in the back." Because at the end of the day, I don't care about me slapping you in front of 3,000 people. Can I step in that paint one-on-one with you without 3,000 people watching too? And see, that's the thing that I really don't like, that everybody is going, oh, Chris this, Chris that. I understand what y'all say about her alopecia. Everybody get talked about. I got a friend that had something to say about this situation. But I look at that as the end of the day, like, hey, y'all know each other. This and that. I joke with people. I do this and that. But you want to tell me her? I'm just sorry to say it. Not saying I'm being insensitive, but alopecia. Is she dying? I'm not trying to be an a-hole, because I know a lot of people gonna look at me like, man, look at his asshole. No, I'm just really asking because it's like me in the setting.
I'm about to back you up 100%, right?
Because I'm like me in the setting. If I know I'm sitting in the crowd, 9 times out of 10, my hair is gonna catch your attention in 2 seconds. Because I'm dark skinned and I got this light on. I done had all the jokes done said about me, my hairline. I'm 11:50. Come on, bruh. And I say,
The
if you
black is
really felt that
11:59.
way as a man, I wouldn't have slapped you in front of 3,000 people. I would have told you to meet me in the back of the show. Why I don't need 3,000 people or any
Here-
camera watching what's finna get ready to go on.
Here's why. I'm gonna back him up on two things he said. As a man, if you really want to step to a man, you don't step to him in a crowd because it looked like you just putting on for the crowd. It looked like Will put on for the crowd, right? And honestly, let's be real. Will Smith is what, 6'3", 6'2", about a good 220, 230. Chris Rock is all like 5'9", 5'8", 160.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
it's
I
easy,
really want
it's
another
easy to be,
comedian to say that joke. Say it to
it's
Aries.
easy,
Go slap Aries Spears.
it's
Go
easy to
slap
be
one of
Brody.
them one.
It's easy to be
Please.
Brody when you significantly bigger than the other dude. And on the second part, right? We just had an episode where we talked about like body shaming and shit.
Mhm.
And so now I see everybody wants to be all extra sensitive towards Jada old bald head bitch ass, right? They want to be all
Mhm.
sensitive towards her, but it's
Mhm.
like, oh, but wait a minute, because we've
Fair
been roasting LeBron James for years about his ball spot. We've been
Mm.
roasting Tory Lanez for years
But-
about his
We
strategic
right.
We've
Plies.
been getting
But it's
we've been
not
clowning
about-
Kevin Durant
Say,
forever
come on,
about
sis.
his ball spot.
Come on,
So,
Wait.
so we can talk about
Wait.
every man's ball
Mhm.
spot, but we talk about Jada bald head ass all of a
Come
sudden.
on,
Y'all
sis.
treat her like she
Why?
Beyonce.
Wait a
bro.
minute. No,
Y'all
no, no,
really
no, no,
treat
no,
her
no,
like
no,
she
no, no,
on
no, no.
Beyonce status, and I'm really not
No,
liking
no, no,
that.
no.
I ain't feeling it.
It
Come on,
wasn't
sis.
about her alopecia altogether. It
Yeah.
wasn't about that. It was about the
Yeah.
disrespect of it
Come on.
all.
Yeah.
Well, she
That's-
been
that's the
disrespecting
main
her
thing.
own husband since the
Yeah.
red table then.
But what they got to do with that?
Hey, you put it out there,
Listen.
baby. Everybody
Listen,
gonna say something
Carolyn-
about it.
If he
Carolyn brought out-
if he
Everybody gonna say
Carolyn-
something about it.
Carolyn brought out a good point. Chris has been messing with the Smith family for a while. He was on late night saying Will was taking all of his jobs in the 90s, and now his talentless kids are taking his jobs. And I say the same thing. Chris has had a problem with Will forever, and that's the reason why he doesn't come for Will, because he always knew that slap was coming for him. But he comes for his wife. He comes
Exactly.
for his kids, and he never expected, this to go down. To answer your question about the alopecia, you're right. She's not dying. But back in the day when the Jerry curl first came out, because my mom's hair is like really crazy. We have like all these different textures in our hair. My mom's hair was coming out in globs. Like she would get up and patches would be on the pillow. My father came to me and was like, Annie, because he always called me my nickname, my middle name. He said, Annie, I don't know what to do. Your mom is crying. I don't know what can I do? And, I hadn't gone to beauty school yet, but I was very much into hair and makeup at the time. And I was like, Daddy, I don't know. Not only was my mother going through it, my father was going through it. Them two people looked like they had lost a child. I'm serious. It was really rough. And because of chemicals, I mixed chemicals one time, and I spent a whole summer with the darkest Caesar in the world. I mean, it was nice. Guys was loving it. But when it first happened, I looked in the mirror and I was like, where's the I need a wig. And I'm into hair. I'll put hair on, take hair off. And it is something a lot for us. I know they've been teasing LeBron and everybody else. I get it. I do. So the guys are saying, okay, she bald. She going bald. What's the big deal? And as Sis said, the big deal is the respect that keeps coming out of Chris's mouth. So he snapped fire out of him. I agree with the brother up here, though. I think I would have taken the mic, and Will's a comedian too. He's a funny guy, and said, you know what? First of all, for those that you that don't know, my wife is suffering from alopecia, but she's wearing that bald head, isn't she? And Chris, as far as you, this is the second time you want to come for my wife. Did you want to take on a date? Because I think August got there first. Period. Bang. Boom. Level.
That just sound disrespectful and low on your ear.
No, level the room.
Bruh.
Level the room.
Hey,
That's
nah.
what everybody's thinking anyway about August. No, everybody's already talking about August. Well, why didn't he slap August? So since you want to bring that up,
Right.
you know what? Let me be the one to bring it up first. I'm a chunky chick. My wit came from the fact that I was always teased because I was fat. Okay, so I had to have a quick wit. I made you laugh at me before you laughed at me. So being roasted on stage, and I'm smaller now. When I did comedy, I was 400 pounds. Yes. So you know they were trying to tear me all the hell the way up with your big old fat self. I get that, but you got to know your room. Sometimes you
Okay,
have to rise
but
above, and
Miss
Chris
Yvonne,
knew his room, and he needed to rise above.
but we all come from a black household, and what the old phrase say, God don't like ugly,
And
right?
he ain't
And
happy
every
about pretty,
Well,
and
me, I
and
go
every
that's
look
why
at
he
time,
got
myself in the
slapped.
mirror and go talk about
and
myself. So
every time,
anybody
right?
say anything, I don't care. But just be prepared. I don't care if you in a wheelchair or you got anything
I'm a
going.
roast
I'm
your
finna
ass back.
roast
Jay,
your
let's
ass.
let's 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 get it clear. Jada Pickett ain't bald from alopecia. She shaved her hair bald because her hair was thinning. At least that's the story she told us. Me personally, I think what happened is every time she told a bullshit lie, you know what I'm saying, she lost a strand of hair. That's why her bitch ass bald. Okay, because she been lying forever. Okay, she
What did
did
So,
Jada
my
do to
boy
hurt
Will
I'm,
you?
dirty.
What did
so
she
she
She did
do?
wasn't
Will
bald
dirty.
during the red table. I'm just saying. So nobody wasn't
She was
cracking a
almost
planner's
bald
joke
during the red
then.
table. She did my boy dirty, right? And now he's so see the thing is Will's so brainwashed, okay, because Jada
He's
ass so damn
broken.
toxic that she got that man up there slapping Chris Rock for making them little simple ass bald
No,
jokes.
he's broken. He's not
He's
brainwashed.
broken. And
He's
Jada has broken
broken.
him. She broke
He's
him. She
broken.
Cause
broke
I,
she broke
cause why
all
she
his
didn't go, hey Will, hold on, don't go up there and do that. Nah, you sat right there. Like the meme said, if it was Tupac, he would have shot him. You probably damn right. You probably why is you
and
making this man
yeah,
do
yeah, if it
that?
was Will, she would have shot him. Now you got
She
Jesse.
didn't make him do anything, okay? Will
Yes.
got on his own
So
time
you telling me
and
she
his
didn't do
own
this?
will.
She ain't hit
Just
that face.
because you look, that don't mean
Yeah.
nothing. You can look at
You
it.
know,
She didn't
Will
let
is
him
brainwashed.
If we know when our mama gave us that face when we was wrong and about to
sis.
get our ass tore up or something was said wrong in the room. So how you telling me he
Mm-mm.
just got
Mm-mm.
he was sitting
Mm-mm.
there?
No,
Oh shit.
sis, tell him what that look said. That look didn't say go up there and slap him. That look was
That
like
look said, if he don't shut
Yeah,
up,
that look
he's
was,
doing
hey,
it
go do
again.
something about that right
here
now.
he go again.
So
Now
what
Here
Will
we
stood up
go
for
again.
Will was
himself.
supposed to
Thank
do
She
you.
did not. She did
That was
not say
supposed like,
none.
Will was
She
supposed
rolled
to
her
give one of
eyes.
these right here. He was supposed to
She
give
rolled
one
her.
of these right here, like, "Hey, bro, cut it, right?" But no,
No, he
because
gave
he's
him
so
one of those.
he's so broken, he got his
he's
ass up
broken.
and
He's
embarrassed the culture
broken. He's
because he's
broken.
so
He's
broken
broken.
and because
He
she's so
wasn't.
toxic.
He wasn't thinking. He wasn't thinking that this is my first Oscar. All of these years, I've worked for this moment right here. Little stinking, ain't doing nothing. Chris Rock ain't gonna take it from me.
Well, he
Now,
is the host
listen,
though.
I have to
He
do a
did make host
disclaimer.
though.
I have to do a disclaimer because my godson, who is in the business, is very good friends with Chris. So, Showtime Brando, don't come for Gma. I love you, and I know y'all are friends, and I know that you feel Chris is a great guy, and I do too. I just think that Chris was a great guy that did a horrible thing. I really do.
Mhm.
I don't think he should have came for her again. It's like I think Will was like, when are you gonna stop coming after my family? What's up with you and my family? First it
Because
was
they low
me.
hanging fruit. His kids are weird. Let's not pretend that his kids.
What happened? What do you
His
know?
kids are
He
not
got two
weird.
weirdo ass kids, bro.
My
He's
My
got
kid
kids
is
are
two
not
weird.
weirdo ass kids. It's almost like the more money these kids get, the weirder shit they
Hold on,
do.
hold on.
It's like
What
He
happened
just
to the
I
look.
other
can
son?
He
see
look.
What the oldest son at? The one that was good at
that's what I'm
footballing.
saying. The
Where
oldest son
he
is
at?
Okay,
totally
first of all,
gifted
that's not
in
even Will and
himself.
Jada son. That's Will and somebody else's son.
Right.
That's so. If
And
you
you
gonna
Hey,
see
say
my
what
yeah,
kids is my
happens.
kids. I don't care if I get married to the next woman.
That's
Hey, you
all
better
they
take me
kids.
and my
The
kids.
but
That's my
the
baby.
oldest son got his check, got his money, and said, "I'm gonna go live my best life over here in the shadows and do
and
regular shit."
that's what Willow and
Hold on, check your.
Yeah, we can't hear. He was raised in a different household. He was raised in a
I'm
Praise,
different
just
household.
looking at Will Smith, like
praise
all the
him.
positivity videos, all the jumping out of the plane, coming over fears, this and that, stepping up to it, be strong, and you just go, what?
so you don't get mad. So
Oh,
you
I get
don't. You
mad.
don't.
I
So
get
you
mad,
don't
but
feel
if
no
I'm
type
not,
of
but
way.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if I'm gonna sit there and practice, I'm sorry, I'm getting talk to us. I'm gonna preach peace, then that's what I'm gonna have to follow and do. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a human being. Number one, if I was Chris Rock, I would have been already. I'm a Florida dude, so the shorts would have pulled up. What's up? What's up? What you want to do? I don't give a damn what I said. What's up? So I
He
don't
knew
care if
who to
this is
sell.
Oscar. But that's
He
what
knew
I'm
Chris
trying to
wasn't
get
finna
to.
do nothing.
But that's what we trying to say.
So is that
You,
not a
out of
form of
all the
bullying?
jokes and people that have said anything, even before we got here to the Oscars, you know you got the money to go step to them people. You know you got the means and everybody connections to get in touch with these people. Why nobody else got slapped?
Well, you know what? He could have did a Puff Daddy thing too. Because when Wendy Williams pissed off Puff Daddy, he bought the radio station
See, that's what I'm talking
and
about.
made them fire her.
That's what right
And
there.
then they had to buy it back from him almost double. And Wendy still didn't have a job. And he sold it back to him almost double the amount with the terms that Wendy would never work there ever. Like I said, I think Will should have went up on that stage and just leveled Chris if he was going to do anything, because Chris didn't come at him with violence. And he came at him with words. And I heard somebody say it today, because I vacillate back and forth. Because first I was like, slap him again. But a woman said today, he didn't come at him with violence. His words were violent. So if Chris retaliated with violent words, it would have made a significant impact.
First of all,
I'm not laughing at you what you said. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at that comment.
I
just saw it. Just
First of all, you need to understand this. Will is lucky, and I mean lucky it was Chris. Okay, because if you would have hit me, you know what? I might have would have kept my composure.
Hey, but don't ever doubt the one that will make you laugh all the time either. Because you don't know what that pain is. Because
what I'm finna do is make this whole show about you now. Now you slapped me because I said something about your little ugly ass, your little bald head G.I. Jane. I said, all right, cool, bet. Now I'm finna make this whole show. Now I'm finna make this whole show about you and your little ugly ass weirdo kids. Now I'm finna make this whole show about you. How you got paid $20 million for that trash ass movie Hancock. Now I'm finna make this whole show about you. I said, damn, what you gonna do when we host this bitch in August? Huh? Are we gonna host August and Jada? Oh shit!
Oh shit! Hey, I think that slap would immediately got deleted. If he would have said that, what happened if we do the show in August? Oh, that would have got deleted. I would have been like,
we finna make the whole show. I say, damn, I would have like, since you up here, Will, you right. Her 2 is a crowd, but let's get Jada up here. Let's make it 3 because that's an entanglement. Ain't that what she said? I would have made the whole fucking show about you.
And
the
see, that's
whole
what
show, I would have been roasting your ass from here to motherfucking Jerusalem. I would have roasted.
Hey, I would have had the mic like, Will, your rebuttal?
See, that's what I'm saying. Will should have went up there and leveled him. When they went to commercial and they came back, Will should have been the host of the show. Okay, that's what he should have done. You know, now that I have time to think about it, that's what he should have done. But to the brother that said, you know, if you're doing all these motivational speeches and all of this, you have to live what you speak. Now, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a life coach. I'm your cheerleader. I'll rah you to the finish line. But when my cousin threw me out of my cousin's funeral just because I didn't hug her, no, I don't like you, heifer. You've been bothering me and my daughter. I'm not pretending. And she went outside and said, I should punch you in the face. I said, I tell you right now, if you do, the weave gonna be on the asphalt.
I still would have made the whole show about
okay.
You.
So yes, sometimes people will. He said, I didn't even think you was like that since you just came out of prayer.
Yeah,
but people will bring you to that. She said, I and she was cussing at me. I'll punch you in your face, huh? Your weave will not.
Let one of my cousins say that. Let one of my cousins say that.
Ooh,
I'll punch you dead in your face. Up, come here.
Beat right in your shit.
Trust me, he was just talking junk. She did not want these hands, you know. And that's why I didn't hug her. But I mean, people, you see what I mean by people will be taken out of character. My mother is like, I can't believe this happened. Not you, Yvonne. I was like, yes. She said she's gonna punch me in my face, mother.
You a life coach, okay? So what
Yes.
would you like? So because Jada, you walk around here looking like Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog with that damn hair.
We're gonna stop. You
No,
gonna stop.
because she hurt my boy Will with that entanglement shit. I've been on
Yeah,
her
because when
neck.
she told him, "Oh, I don't really know what love was" and all that, I
Yeah,
would have
she didn't
slapped
know
her
what love
over the
was.
red
I
table.
was
She
like,
would have been
I
the
was
red
like, this
table.
man been loving your funky ass for the last. Even when you gave
And
her,
I had to deal with Tupac.
I had to deal with Tupac. Now
I
I
had
got
to
to deal
deal
with
with Tupac.
August.
Hit him up.
Hit him up. Now I got to deal with August.
Nigga,
It's
who
like, bro,
shot you?
come on, bro. And then on top of that, so she done shaved their head bald, right? So what he's supposed to grab on when they get in the do? He's supposed to get a plunger and put it on the back of her damn head.
I'm
Like,
tired
what
of
are you
you.
supposed to do
I'm
after that?
tired of you.
That's when you
I'm
grab
just,
your
I'm
tired of
just saying.
You gotta
I'm
make
tired
do
of
what
Not
it
half
do.
as tired of him
Hey,
as
hey,
I
listen.
am.
And my daddy said he don't worry about the hair. He said I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders. And
Listen,
That part, you gotta make do what you do and what you got.
You gonna
If
put a
you ain't got no
plunger
hair,
in.
you gotta
come on,
choose
come
an
on.
option. You better
Son,
grab them by something.
son, you've been mighty quiet. What you got to say about our nonsense? Hold on, fix your mic.
Unc, you muted.
Fix your mic.
Unc, you muted.
Hey, fix your mic.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
thank you. My bad. I grew up in a household.
I'm sorry.
My mama always said, don't let anybody words affect you, because people gonna always talk about you. She was like, people talked about Jesus. I never understood what she meant by that till I got older.
Jesus
then
had a
it
head
came
full
to
of
me.
hair.
But I'm just saying, as,
going
as
there.
great as he was,
You going
you know,
there?
as great as he was,
Yes.
and all the great things that he did, people still talked about him, still downed him, and everything. So what would make you any different? You're not Jesus,
yes.
so what makes you special? So he said we found the next G.I. Jane. That was it. Now, he could have called her a bald-headed hoe like she is, but he didn't. So for that man to come up there and slap that man for words shows how weak Will is. That's weak. You sitting in the front, and he laughed at the joke. If you see before he came, he was laughing. He laughed at it. So you got messed up and bent out of shape about, but you laughed at it. Come on, man.
Nervous
what?
laughter.
You know what, Terry?
He chuckled.
You remember the Men in Black, the little thing, the little flashy thing? What happened was Jada tilted that head and it hit that light and it blinded Will, and then she brainwashed his ass and made him go up on stage. That's what the hell happened. But go ahead and continue.
The
Punishment.
thing is, man,
True.
you are so tough. You slap this dude, little Chris Rock. Chris Rock is about the size of one of my kids. And as big as I am, I would ignore Chris Rock.
Excuse me.
I mean, because I knew I would whip his ass. Now everybody's saying Chris Rock showed great composure.
Oh, God.
I was like, man, Will knew the right one, because I'm like, had that been me, they'd have to cut the commercial. I'd been stomping his ass up and down the aisle. They like, cut to a commercial. They'd have came back. I'm still fucking him up. It's like, dude, every time I see you now, I'm gonna fuck you up.
It's
You
on
better not
site.
come to the Oscars,
I'm
the
sorry.
Emmys, the Grammys. You better not come to you better not come to a mall opening. No place. Cause I'm gonna be there. You know, and I'm gonna fuck you up. Either you gonna get tired of getting fucked up, or I'm gonna get tired of fucking you up. And I ain't gonna get tired. You don't put your hands on somebody for words. Especially if I can see if he was like, that dumb bitch right there, you bald-headed hoe, hey man, you're not gonna do that to my wife now. But literally he said, we found the next G.I. Jane. Okay, G.I. Jane was Demi Moore. She shaved her head. Okay.
By the way, Demi Moore cheated.
I didn't
Demi
laugh
Moore
at it.
cheated on her husband with a way
G.I.
younger
Jane,
man. She
it wasn't
cheated on her
funny.
husband with Ashton Kutcher. All I'm saying is Ashton Kutcher start with an A, and so does
Excuse
August
me.
Alsina. and he way younger.
Excuse me, I was waiting for somebody to bring that up.
And there
That's
you go.
what Will knew when he said you're the next G.I. Jane. Thank you. That somebody, I was waiting. I wasn't going to say it. Y'all didn't realize when he said that he was talking about how Demi messed with Kutcher while she was married to
See how
Bruce.
the way we can just add the variable on, but then we can't add the other variable on
no.
that was
What-
added with Will. Like, I don't get that. We
What
can't
was the
go,
variable?
well, what August got to do with it? What Demi Moore got to do with this? He said G.I. Jane. I saw the cover. Jada, I can see it. That's literally what I did. Jada, I can see it.
Chris has so many
Man,
different things in there when he said that. And yeah, a lot of I didn't say it. I was waiting for somebody to say that.
Okay, all I'm saying is the joke was a
I
little deeper
mean,
than what we
when you
thought.
look at
But now
it,
I'm sitting here
it's
looking
like
at these
this.
pictures. I can't even call her ass bald. She got a 5 o'clock shadow. So there, she G.I. Jane had a bald head. She got a 5 o'clock shadow. This thing look like it ain't shaved in 2 days. Come on, man. She could have got a Brazilian wax on her head at least if she gonna be rocking the bald. God
Okay,
damn.
I'm gonna talk.
I'm
I'm like
done.
this, man.
I'm not.
I'm gonna talk to the
I'm
studio audience over here. Jody is on punishment for 2.5 weeks. He can't come out.
Y'all
on
call me
table.
the toxic cousin. Listen to him.
Mm-mm. You're on punishment. I'm sorry.
Y'all.
No, because if she
But
made
it's
me
like this
mad.
for me.
See, now Amanda want to slap you. Now you mean him with violence now.
And
Yeah.
you
So,
cannot
you know,
eat his words
It's
with
like this,
with
man.
physical violence. You have to go back with violent words.
Sully, go ahead and close this out,
That's
Sully.
right, because you know it's like this. Everybody saying he was, he was standing up for his wife. He was protecting her honor. Where was he? Did she protect his honor when she sat on national television and told everybody how much of a punk bitch he was because she running around sleeping with this young dude, and totally embarrassed the man.
Yes.
She did.
I'm messing with this, and then say I never knew what love was, and she been married to this man who done loved her funky ass for all these years, but she didn't know what love was.
Right.
But she don't love him because she
Maybe
doesn't
she
know
still
what love
learning.
is.
After she gave up the pussy to Nate to pay her brother's college tuition, she gave up the pussy to Nate, and he still loved you through that. Just saying.
What? Wait, when that happened?
It's
And
like,
set it off.
it's like, man,
I'm in a
I'm not
bind,
disrespecting
Nate.
man. Disrespecting man like that. That is just crazy.
But
That
Kelly
people will
said,
say he defending her, but she
How
didn't
funky
defend
that.
him.
no, she didn't. And that's what his problem
Yeah.
is. That's why he's
She didn't
broken.
defend him.
He hurt, y'all. He hurt.
Yeah, he is broken.
This is the part
I
I
know
was
he
waiting
hurt,
on in the
but you know
conversation
what?
right here.
He's the cause of his own pain. He's the cause of his own pain because after she told me that, she would have shut the door.
But you know,
Then I got to turn into Ron Isley on her, like, pack your shit up and hit the streets.
Bitch want to leave
I
them
turn
by
into
then.
Mr. Big on you.
hey,
Peace.
hurt people. You know,
You know,
he was hurt,
you gotta go.
That
and he
part.
went up there,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
he was hurt, and he went up
Who was
there,
hurt first? Who
and
was
I feel
hurt
like
first?
he tried to prove. I feel like he tried to prove a point. Like, I'm gonna be by mine, and that's
I'm
what that's
I'm-
that's
don't-
slick what an
Too late.
insecure man does.
Too late.
Yes.
Right,
I
you
agree.
was-
So
I
y'all
agree.
light skins
It's
didn't
too
really
late to
win.
win
Just to
our
let
choice.
y'all know, y'all
You
light
done
skinned
let-
men
you
didn't
done-
really win.
Baby,
No,
we
we
was
took
never
an
in
L.
competition.
We took an L.
Because you out of color.
But hey, but Bree, right? We'll gonna stand by his bowling ball. Anyway, so listen,
Never in
we're gonna
competition.
switch over. We're gonna switch over to the next topic. Speaking
Next.
of Will Smith, he is the producer of the new show Fresh Prince, and there was a lot of people who did not like the Fresh Prince and the representation it had on the black people. So let me hold on. Give me like 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Wow.
Who didn't like it? Y'all really didn't like it?
All right. So
It's Bel Air, by the way.
it's the new series
I
Bel Air.
hate it.
So
Y'all
we're
didn't
gonna-
like it?
Hold on,
I love
BJ.
it.
I'm
I got a lot
gonna
to
give
say.
you the points. I'm gonna give you the points that everybody was mad about. Okay, so some girl posted this and she was very pissed off with the show, and these were the points that she pointed out. She said, and this I quote, she said, Ashley Banks was never gay. She had young boys going crazy over her. So why y'all have to switch it up like that? Carlton was a health freak and honored his body too much to do a line of coke. Uncle Phil was a righteous man and honest and stood up for what was right. So why they have him turn into a crooked politician? Aunt Viv, and I don't know why this matters, but especially dark skinned Aunt Viv was never letting no new nigga smooth talk her like that as a married man. My point is, why do they always have to turn a powerful, honest, and healthy black family into a dysfunctional piece of work? Now, I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this, and me and Sister Bree talked about it because that's my sister from another mister. We had a small conversation. That description of the show is total bullshit. I've
Total
watched
bullshit.
all 9 episodes so far. That is nothing like what the show was about. Okay.
But
Now I can say this, and like I said, it's a spoiler alert. The only thing that Uncle Phil has done that was anything kind of scandalous was get his nephew out of jail for not even really breaking a fucking crime. Literally, Will shot a gun in the air, broke up a fight, went to jail. Nobody got hurt, nobody got killed. And he got his nephew out of jail. He moved him to Bel Air and whatever. So everything else in the show has been most likely legit. And speaking of Ashley, Ashley's 12. She's not necessarily gay. She's just going through this phase where she's trying to find herself. Hey, I like this girl, but I also think this boy is attractive. Hey, what's going on? And she's talking to this gay person who's telling her all this stuff. But it's not like Ashley's necessarily gay. Aunt Viv isn't cheating. Okay, she's not fucking cheating. Now she's getting sweet talked by the light skinned guy Michael Ealy, right? But she's not cheating. She's not entertaining him. She's not going out on dates with him. She's honestly pursuing her dream as an artist. So that was bullshit. And Uncle Will being a crooked politician, I've watched it. I've analyzed it. He hasn't done shit crooked. In all honesty, this show represents what people are going through today. And the only thing that's true is Carlton sniffing the Xanax. Now, Carlton having this severe anxiety disorder was something that he really didn't have in his original, but I understand. I wasn't really a huge fan of Carlton sniffing Xanax, but I understand what they were trying to bring a point. They're trying to bring awareness to how severe and pressure, these kids go through and the shit that they go through in their head with anxiety. So I understand what they were shooting for. But this very negative description of the show is complete bullshit, and it is a great show, and it is actually a very real representation. And we are going to talk about the fact that arrest gave Will PTSD that they haven't touched on yet. So, and Hillary, I love the fact that Hillary is going through the struggle that she's going through, because she's going through struggles as a young woman, because she's like, I want to stand up for what I believe in, but we all know in a world, you kind of have to bend to make that paycheck, and Hillary doesn't want to bend, so she's starting to struggle. So now you got two different sides. Hillary, do you stand up to what's true? And Hillary, do you bend a little bit, especially as a black woman who want to keep her cooking show kind of original black? So it's a lot going on in the show, and it's a damn good show. And the points that people are making it to be a negative show are 1000% bullshit. It's just a great show, and I think it paints the black culture in a good picture, because at the end of the day, Uncle Phil stood up for Will when they went to that school and cussed that teacher out about them stupid drugs in his backpack. I felt like it was just a really good show. So I love this show, and I don't understand what the hell people are griping and bitching about the show. Bree, what you got?
Let me clear my throat. Because let me tell y'all, motherfuckers gonna hate regardless. And this is the most real representation of what a family can go through. And even like I told you, even if it was a bad show, people gonna hate, and it might have been a good show, people gonna hate, because you really can't copy the original, because it's not the original. It's meant to be different. The platform might be the same, but it's meant to be different and open eyes to what's going on and what's happening. First of all, you already know, you kind of already stated what I text you. Carting with the drugs. If y'all remember in the one of the episodes, he did end up doing drugs. He ended up taking speed or some shit at the prom and went off, went crazy and stuff like that. So he did in the old season, did touch on drug stuff. Now it is way more representation of what somebody with social anxiety or high anxiety goes through. Now, I don't approve the snoring Xanax. You could pop a Xanax or whatever to calm you down, but snoring it, that just shows how some people would go to that to get that calmness to what he's seeking for. Because I honestly fell asleep on the last episode. I ain't gonna lie, I was sleeping. It was last night. And when Will, spoiler alert, when he told Hillary about it and was like, this is what Carton going through, it's really like basically because I personally don't know, because didn't grow up rich in no white neighborhood. I grew up in the hood with all black folks. So I was the one considered white. So you never know what that person might be going through in those type of scenarios. And that's the realest that I really feel like that's how it is. Period. And overall, I feel like it's a good show. Unveiled is not cheating on her. She is pursuing her dream, doing what she need to do, get that check, get her as an ambassador to show her showcase. Ashley, everybody, I don't know about y'all, everybody went through those sexual experiences growing up. Especially with today's time, you have to think about how it is now and how the LBGT community is just so out there, and that it is upon her, especially with the social media and stuff. So you have to realize that that's basically that's the world she grows up in. And even with Unveiled was even comforting her and was like, because she was told the pastor that we should have more LGBT community in the church, and Unveiled was like, look, if there's something you want to talk about, let me know. So it's not like, and she was like, no, it's I'm good. But it's the fact that it's showing that kids really go through that. Kids are going through that regardless. Sexuality is a big thing nowadays. And that's how I realize you touched on how Hillary is struggling, because she is out there trying to find her own, and most people will just give up and go back. But she is actually really trying to, and not letting the image dictate her own future whatsoever. Like, she's actually trying to find her way. In the old one, Hillary was a spoiled ass brat and got whatever she wanted. She didn't work for nothing. So I like how they did that. Will, I just love the fucking show, y'all. Like, I'm obsessed with it. I'm glad it's different. I'm glad it's not the same, because it's not supposed to be the same. I'm glad it is more realer and more relatable from my life to it, besides being rich one day. But I just feel like people gonna hate regardless, no matter what. And nothing's gonna ever be good enough for somebody, especially these folks in this world. Nothing's gonna ever be good enough.
You ain't lying.
Nothing.
And I like the fact that Jeffrey a whole gangster. Like I said, spoiler alert, that nigga a whole gangster. Jeffrey a whole gangster. When I say gangster, I mean Jeffrey whole fucking gangster. And Bree, I want to bring up a point, right? Because I feel like me and you, us light-skinned community, we not well represented in this show. You got a whole show full of dark-skinned people, and you got 3 light-skinned people in the whole show.
Oh my God.
Like listen,
this shit,
damn,
Chris, slap him when you see him.
How you got? Hey, Bree, I want to know how you got a basketball game in the middle of fucking West Philly.
Isn't the main character light skinned?
On the court is Will.
Isn't the main character light skinned?
Boy.
Isn't the main character the lightest one in the show?
Right, but it's only one. We're not.
You're the main character.
I didn't even really pay attention to the colorism of it all. I pay attention to the whole personality of it. If it hits what it's actually supposed to give. Fuck if you're dark skin or light skin, hell, because that really don't matter. It's all about how they played that part. And don't get me wrong, I'm the lightest as they come. So I represent my game to the fullest. But I really didn't even pay attention to it if it was really light skin or dark skin like representation of it. I just saw black representation. I just saw black excellence, like period.
Yeah, power. And Carlton had like a
Literally.
PT Cruiser.
Yeah, he really do.
That had boy.
Y'all just got to realize people don't like change. Like a lot of people
They
don't like
don't.
they just don't like it. They don't like it's so simple to where a show can get you like that instead of looking at it like how the way we're all looking at it. It's on a relatable timeline. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the day was on that relatable timeline of back in the day, down to the dancing, to things they did, everything. But this one is more upbeat, more showing you what these kids really go through that people would just think, oh, hey, yeah, the money. Cause like when you was talking about I always get them mixed up, but what's the one that's doing the cooking show? She trying to get out on her own, get from up
Hillary.
under her parent. That's Hillary, right? Okay, so like Hillary, you can't really down the girl. The girl has a talent. She can dress somebody and she know how to cook.
Exactly. And she look good.
But right, cause I'm sorry, I was.
She fine.
I'm with EJ. I'd take both Hillarys if you
man. I'll take both because, but it's just the thing I like about the show is it's just I'm at the age where I'm just not reaching 30. Everybody here probably I don't know about your sister because I don't know how old she is, but everybody else is
27, reaching 30, honey.
Okay, so me and you right there with each other. But it's like with that Fresh Prince back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really relate to it because I wasn't around in that time. The jokes are funny. Don't get me wrong. Jokes, everything are funny. But this one right here, I was hooked first episode. About the first 5 minutes, I was hooked. Literally, I was
hooked on the trailer.
I was hooked. I'm sitting in the car smoking one. I was into it. That's a real good show, and I ain't never been into a show like that since like Breaking Bad and all those little shows that's back then. But other than that, this has been I can say about the past 5-6 years, there's probably one show I'm really like, okay, I'm into it. I want to catch this when it come on.
Well, I'm the only one old enough in here that remembers, the original. So. I'm sorry, I got to turn my battery on. So I haven't seen the new one at all. But you have to have evolution. This is the Fresh Prince of the 21st century, not the Fresh Prince of the 20th century. So people are having their say about, well, it's not like the old one. It's not supposed to be.
Thank you.
It's not supposed to be. If that's the case, then Uncle Phil would have that big old medicine ball in the middle of his stomach. Hillary wouldn't be cooking and sewing. She'd just be running through life not knowing what the heck she's doing, just looking good doing it. The little sister was just running around for a whole lot of hair. She wasn't doing anything. Carlton was just so white that they couldn't even understand how he came out of a black family.
But he was good at lacrosse.
Yes, he was. Growing up in Massapequa, Long Island, most of us black folks would be good at lacrosse. Yeah. But from all of that I've heard, like I said, I haven't seen it. The show represents a black family that's doing well. Yeah. We can't accept a black family doing well.
Exactly.
We can't accept a black family that lives in a mansion and has like $300,000 a year coming in.
That's why Jody don't like Jada.
That's it.
Yeah.
Light skin against light skin. Yeah, I don't understand. I think that's what it is. But guys, it's been great. I've got to go. Until next week, everybody be blessed, be safe. Jody, don't let me have to put you on punishment on Facebook.
I'm gonna try not to.
Please. All right, you guys.
All right,
until next time, be well. Okay, I'm gonna try and take me off. If not, Jody, you know how to get me out.
I got you. All right, you heard about the new Fresh Prince. What's your take on it? I know you haven't seen it, but what's your take on the new Fresh Prince and what we telling you?
Well, I'm gonna back up some of the comments that were said. It's true. People do not like change. People don't really gravitate towards change too well too often. But I think the problem with what they have with the new show is, I've watched the old show, I grew up watching it. I seen it when the very first episode came out, all the way to the last episode. Yeah, it was a lighthearted show, but that show did tackle real life things. Will father not being there, Will getting stuck up and called and getting shot at, called and taking drugs. Hillary and not knowing the value of money, things of that nature. Real life.
Her boyfriend, I mean, her fiance dying.
Talking about from the bungee jump that was too long.
Suddenly.
Yes.
Yeah. It tackled real Will and them getting pulled over in a nice car, by the police because they was in a nice car, going to jail. Will being judged by the clothes he wore and the hairstyle. Stuff like that. It tackled that. And what it is this new Fresh Prince, from the commercials I've seen, and it's real gritty. Like, it's not light and airy, but it's just really gritty. And people is like, we've seen enough gritty. Because have any of you ever watched The Wire?
Yes.
Now, The Wire, when I watched
That's
that,
gritty.
I looked at that and I said, that's exactly how I grew up, right there. I was like, that right there is the essence of growing up on the south side of Chicago. That right there. Everything they went through did, I was like, I've seen that or I've done that. I'm like, that's real. I'm like, that was just real. I'm like, so I guess Black people got upset because I'm pretty sure most of the people that's upset with Black, they get tired of seeing, the grit and everything. They want a little light and airy. It's not that they can't accept change. They just probably tired of seeing it, because did y'all know they remade Martin just like Bel-Air? It's called Pam and Tommy. It's focusing on Pam and Tommy, Martin and Cole. I seen a commercial for it. I'm like, wow, that's totally different. Like, it's really, really different. Like, there's some hard-hitting stuff in there. And I think, maybe people might like it. And, people ain't going to like it because, Martin was funny and all that. They tackle real-life issues in Martin, too, from back in the day. So I think that's mostly it because I think people would be upset if they made a new version of the Cosby Show, like sort of like today. I think people really would fly off the rails, be like, "Oh hell no, not the Cosbys," But you're right. People don't like change. If they gave it a chance and they looked at it, they might find something in it that speaks to them. I mean, because I understand where EJ coming from. He didn't grow up watching The Fresh Prince in the 90s like I did. I'm older than him. So he see this new version, and it speaks to him because this is what his world is now. My world was that of The Fresh Prince back then. This is his world. So, yeah, he's going to like it. Older people, they probably not going to like it. Some may, be like, okay, but a majority of them won't. So it's all about the target audience. I think they targeted the younger crowd for this series. They knew that the older crowd probably wouldn't get behind it, but people in EJ and Bree's age range will identify with this more than myself. I mean, I can identify with it.
I feel like they can identify with the old Fresh Prince because it's on like every fucking station. And I'm gonna put it to you like this, right? It was 2 years ago, right? Shout out to my boy Chris. For Christmas, this nigga got me the Fresh Prince DVD set. and I literally watched the Fresh Prince in chronological order, and literally, I think it was only 2 episodes that I might have missed in that whole damn thing. Now, I've never watched them in chronological order when it first came out. You just watch an episode when it's on, especially like Nickelodeon late at night. CBS is on some random shit.
ABC Family, now Freeform.
Yeah. MTV on some random shit. It's just the Fresh Prince come on and you watch it. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to watch every single episode of Fresh Prince except for 2. You know what I'm saying? And it literally was like I missed the very last episode, and I think I was kind of like the episode Will got shot. That was the only 2 episodes that I missed. The rest of them, I had watched it. So I was rewatching it and never watched it in chronological order. I just always watched the episode on TV. So I think like people their age can relate to the old Fresh Prince because they made a lot of jokes that we understood. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially with this social media area, we understood. You know what I'm saying? And one of the funniest jokes was the beginning of season 3 when Jazz came over and brought baby Nikki's gift, right? And that's when they switched out to Aunt Viv's. And Jazz looked at Aunt Viv and was like, boy, you sure have changed after the pregnancy. And Will holding the baby looks at the camera like that shit was so funny. Like, I think we all laugh, but it's like we all understand the old. But it's like, I think I agree with what we all saying. It is there's a lot of people who just can't stand the new show because it's too progressive for them. Because, like I said, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care what anybody say. You got some gay bashers out there that can't stand the fact that Ashley's having thoughts about liking a girl, and that shit is beside me.
But they always forget that they grew up the same way. You know, you went through certain things. You done made them sexual mistakes. So don't act like you was perfect when you came up. Like, oh yeah, I know I like nothing but this. That's it. That's what I know. You don't even know how to touch it yet. Shut up.
Come on.
Ashley thinks one of her homegirls. Hey, Ashley thinks one of her homegirls is cute, and she's kind of confused right now. But it's like she's 12, and the show really didn't focus on it. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. So it's like, what the fuck are you upset about?
But that's more of a show later on for them. Like, it's like I don't like when people don't like the new thing. It's like I feel like they want the new one to just get to the point. Like, you want me to get to the point in 1 to 5 episodes so you could be done with it and then give your opinion. Cool. But I do like not to say I don't relate to y'all version. Hell yeah. I still relate because I can go listen to a joke and know exactly what he's talking about. But with this one, it's just I've watched this stuff happen. I didn't watch what happened when Will was jumping around on the stage or, you know, doing what he was doing. What this boy going through right now, what Carlton was doing, I don't watch people do this. I was there. I'm standing there. Exactly. So I know, like, I go, oh crap. So that's what really was going. I might have not been the one in the situation, but when I saw it, assessed it, and know, hey, I don't want to deal with that shit. Now that I go home, I'm like, oh, that's probably what happened.
It's giving you a peek into what people really going through. And I think one of the biggest things is Carlton and his anxiety attacks. That is giving you a peek on what these kids are really out here facing today, and why we have to stop minimalizing what the fuck kids go through, because we'll sit here and tell the kid, oh, you ain't got no bills, you ain't got no real problem. Whole time your kid out there sniffing Xanax and cocaine because they got fucking anxiety issues. So it's giving us a very real light, and there's a lot of people that just don't like it, and they're gonna have to get the fuck over it because it is a great show. If you haven't watched it,
because I can go back and watch yours, and yours were great. If it wasn't for that show, it would have never been no show for me to watch now. So at least we thankful for that.
And just to say this, right? Oh, I applaud it for not having a bunch of teenagers having sex and drinking.
Thank you.
It's like, bro, literally they've had a few parties and there's been like one sex scene in the end. And 9 episodes, there's been like one sex scene, and it's just like, it wasn't even a sex scene. It was just like, oh, okay, you want to do this? I want to do this. And so it's almost normal. It's like, it's not a bunch of drunk, horny teenagers out there. They're just out there doing teenage shit. So I appreciate some of the.
They forget that they had the baby boom, you know.
Right. It's just
just saying, y'all like
it's just certain things that you have to look at that show and honestly appreciate. Like, I appreciate the fact that Jazz isn't an idiot. I appreciate the fact that Jazz owns a record company, a record store. I appreciate the fact that Jazz kind of has his own fresh style of dress, but how he has morals and how he tried to hold Hillary to some standards and morals, and how when she didn't hold that, that man was disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the diversity in Carlton's friend. He's got a white friend, the Latin friend, the Chinese friend. I appreciate the diversity. So as much as shit you say you don't like about the show, there is a lot of shit in the show, you know what I'm saying, that you should be able to look at and appreciate, because it's giving you a more diverse. You literally have a black man. You have a black man who's showing off his fraternity and brothers and seeing like how, you know what I'm saying, we want to give back to the community, because Uncle Phil was a lawyer representing like the lower class and ran for DA. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of have a black man you have a black man that's a lawyer, and you have a black woman who's pursuing a real art talent. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's very open if you open your eyes and actually look at the positives instead of focusing on Carlton sniffing a few Xanax pills and Ashley might liking a damn girl.
But the most powerful scene to me throughout all of it was the locker room. It was the locker room when he walked in, when he first got there. He checked that white boy. I say, see, that's the situations y'all don't understand. A lot of kids go through with being that black kid going amongst white kids. See, everybody used to look at me like, oh, you go to private school. But see, y'all don't understand. This is the situations I got to deal with. I got to stand up for all of us, and I'm outnumbered. Clearly.
That was a good scene.
I love that scene. I loved it.
I love that scene. But I think the most powerful scene for me is when Jeffrey gave Will that packet by the information by his dad, and Will gave that shit back to Uncle Phil because he said, I ain't want to open it. He was like, I don't want to know.
He let it go. Yeah, he let that. I
don't know if he let it go, but I also like the fact that Jeffrey stood on his morals. Jeffrey was like, I'm not gonna let you bury this man dad. Like, bro, no. If this kid asks about his dad, I'm gonna give him the information that he asked for, because that shit don't sit right with me. And I like the fact that Jeffrey stood on that. And even though Uncle Phil didn't like it, Jeffrey stood on it. He's like, I'm not gonna not do it because that's wrong. And so I like
the fact that he's not scared of Uncle Phil. Like, even though Uncle Phil looked like an intimidating guy with Jeffrey or whatever, he's still not scared of them to speak his mind, because the other Jazz would have just, right when Uncle Phil kind of walked in the room, just, all right, bro, I'm finna peel off. Like, he didn't want to.
Hey, I do want to see at least one scene. I want to see at least one scene where Uncle Phil be like, and throw that nigga out the house. Hey, I want to see two things on the Fresh Prince, right? I want to see one scene where Jazz get thrown out of the house, and like I want it to be this scene where they set it up, right? And like they're like, all right, we about to go to this billionaire house, and he's the richest black man, and he does this, and that. He's a billionaire. He's got this and this and that. And when they walk in the house, you see my boy Jeffrey in a fucking coat. You see my boy Jeffrey in a like silk robe, and he's the billionaire. And I was like, yo, that'd be so dope if Jeffrey was like a billionaire in the next season, bro. That'd be so dope. Because if you seen the old Aunt Viv and Will's mom in that little meeting, that was pretty fly. So yeah, man. If you haven't checked out the new Fresh Prince or the new Bel Air, right? Do yourself a favor, hop on Peacock, get a $4.99 free trial. Get a free trial. Don't pay the $4.99. Get a free trial and binge watch that motherfucker. It's only 9 episodes. But I think that's our time for tonight, fellas. Anybody got any final words before we skate on out of here?
Y'all people stay beautiful.
Well, and don't let nobody put their hands on you, no matter what you say.
Hey, you know what? Right. So, Jimmy, don't be out here keep your hands to yourself. As Nate,
and you keep your hands to yourself when you see Otis.
I can't make no bets.
Nah. You can't be out here like Will. You out here practicing peace and preaching peace, and then you go smacking it. Like, nah, you can't do that. Nah, I don't understand. I'm confused.
Hey, we had a great show, and I'm with Telly. Everybody, have a great night. Stay blessed and be safe. Except you, Jay. The fuck you, bald-headed wench. Hey, y'all have a great night. All right.
All right.
Hey, we out. Wait.
Peace.
Peace.